So the big reason I wanted to join the Coast Guard is to get out of the story that I was in, to get out of the place that I was in, for a variety of reasons, some good, some maybe not so good, in a running away fashion. But I wanted to change my story, because I did come from a small town in Kansas. I grew up on boats, but again, it was on a lake in southern Kansas as opposed to the big adventure. So for me, this was a chance to get out of my little part of the world and join a big part of the world, enter into a really big story.
So here's the Coast Guard marching song. We sing on land or sea. Through surf and storm and howling gale, why shall our purpose be? Semper Fidelis is our God.
My dad served in the Navy. My uncle served in the Coast Guard. My cousin served in the Coast Guard. So I came from a military service family, by and large. I was all in for joining a service that had a humanitarian aspect. I liked the search and rescue part. We saw that a lot on TV. I wanted all that stuff, all the lifeguard plus and being out in the beach environments and the surf and all that sort of thing. What I got was something very different. I ended up being on a ship. Everybody in my boot camp class ended up, basically everybody was assigned to a ship. So I knew that reality going into it. So you had the working ship or you had the law enforcement ship, and I definitely wanted the law enforcement side of it. So that was the ship that I went to, was the Coast Guard Cutter Cherokee out of Norfolk, Virginia. I didn't realize that the Coast Guard, and most people don't realize the Coast Guard does all the things they do. Multi-mission, multifaceted service with such limited resources. We like to use the saying that we're so used to doing less with more that pretty soon we're going to be doing everything with nothing. And that really defines what the Coast Guard was like in the time that I was in. I think the thing that separates military life and service to other jobs or other vocations is an emphasis on core values. In the Coast Guard we have 3 core values: honor, respect, and devotion to duty. And those sound like a marketing campaign probably the first times that you hear them, but they make a lot of difference. Sacrifice is a big part of being in the military, and the first thing we all know is you don't have a lot of control over where you get to live. You don't even have much control over the time that you get to live there. So when my wife Kim married me, I just started in the Coast Guard. I was only about 4 years in, and I know that she didn't fully understand probably what she had joined up for. As Karen and Julie, my daughters, came along shortly thereafter, both of them were born in different cities. One was born in a regular hospital and the other one was born in an Air Force hospital. So those were different experiences just from the beginning of their life. They've been all over in multiple states, and so for them I take my hat off on what they've been through. But when you talk about 17 addresses and over 5 or 6 schools that my daughters attended, from entering grade school to starting their high school years, that's a lot. And watching people go in and out of your lives that were in that first part of your story, and that can be really hard. I probably didn't know when I first started what I was getting into, and I didn't realize all the reasons why I was going into the adventure that I was going into. I didn't find those things out until I was involved with it, and maybe even to the point where I'm out now and can look back. It really kind of comes down to a lot more personal and a lot more relational things than the broader picture of being a service member and representing your country and all that stuff. The reason why it became personal is because of people. When it all settles down, it's about your shipmate. It's about the person that you're serving with. And I think that's what really made it special for me. God has a plan for everybody, and I'm just thankful that part of my plan was to end up in Cape May, New Jersey in 1988 and start off in a whole different story. I'm the one that was really blessed. I'm the one that, not what I gave, but what was given to me. And I think that that is really where I'm at today. I don't look at it like I did this. When it's all over and it's all said and done, I just think it was a plan that God had for me and an opportunity He gave me. And I'm really, really thankful for that. The shield and